My name is Keith Dyer. In early January, I filed documents with the Secretary of State to run as an independent for the 13th Congressional District of Texas. Folks ask me, why in the world would I do something like that? They wonder if I lost my mind, if something was wrong with me. For years, ever since I could vote, I was a happy Republican. Life was good. Reagan had been elected. The economy was roaring. Everything was like it needed to be. And, we didn't pay any attention. We thought that our elected officials would take care of our interests and be mindful of what we needed as Americans and to protect that. And then in 2006, the Republicans lost control of Congress after they had gained it in 1994. And so here I am scratching my head wondering, well, what in the world is happening here? The Republicans, they're good guys. They're doing what needs to be done. And they lost control of Congress. They came in 1994 with the contract with America. Term limits, limited spending, all this other stuff. And I don't know if it's because they didn't hold true to what they said they would do and leave after 12 years or not. But, during that period from 94 to 2006, the national debt just nearly doubled from like $5.5 trillion to about $10 trillion. And this was when the Republicans were in control. You also had the Medicare drug benefit. That was $400 billion that was the biggest spending program to the point in America's history. So 2008 comes along and things are starting to fall apart even more so. We've got the GOP put up John McCain against this rock star presidential candidate and expected him to try to do something to beat this guy. He didn't even put up much of a fight that I could see. Also, you had the TARP bailout, which was $767 billion, and this is still you've got Republicans here that start trying to figure out exactly what has gone wrong. So I just went and signed up with the Secretary of State. She said, as an independent, you've got to gather signatures. You can't just write a check like the party people can. So I go out, I'm talking to folks, I gather signatures, and these people would say, well, what party are you with? And I say, I'm not with either party, I'm an independent. Sign me up. They would say, well, who are you going to run against? I said, Mac Thornberry. They said, sign me up. So the discontent is out there. Another question that people ask me said, well, aren't you going to split the vote? Let me tell you what the 13th has going for it. We've got a Republican incumbent, a career politician that's been there 16 years when he said he would be there 12. That's Mac Thornberry. You've got a libertarian guy from down here at Hawley. He's a good guy. I like him. But people are afraid of the Libertarian Party. They will typically get 1 or 2% of the vote. And you've got me. As an independent, hardcore conservative, this is going to be your choice. I ask these Republicans, I get some flack from these guys because I'm running against their fair-haired boy. And I just ask them, you're sitting here in this Tea Party meeting because you want to be inspired and you see your country slipping away and you're sitting here saying, rah, rah, let's do something. And you Republicans sitting in here, what are you going to do? Knowing what you know, hearing what you hear, are you going to sit there and vote your party or are you going to vote your heart? There's silence, dead silence when I ask them that. Both parties, people think both parties are exactly the same. As far as I'm concerned, they are. And Eloy had showed me a chart that he has up in his business. And I'm looking at this thing, and my congressman is on it. He's a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. I'm shocked. Here I am. I'm leaving this up to these guys that I elect to do the right thing. And here this guy is a member of people dedicated to taking our liberties away, making this a one-world government. Mitch, I was thinking, when he was up there speaking, my civics teacher in 1964, sitting in civics class in 1964, He tells me, he said, yeah, there's this bunch that's a radical bunch called the John Birch Society. They think everybody's, communist. They think this and that. And they make fun of them. And the media continues to make fun of them. But you know what? In 1964, they were right. Today, in 2010, they are still right. I'm not a lawyer.
What's your profession?
I'm not a professional politician. I'm an engineering consultant, and I'm a weld inspector, and I am just like all of y'all. I work every day for a living. My hard hat is hanging up in my truck right now. Thanks for the time. Our website is makingmetired.com. We're going to give this a shot. A lot of folks say, said, you can't go after him. He's got all the money and all. I would rather have a volunteer. I would rather have someone that believes in me, Irma, believes in me and what I'm doing than money.